We are live streaming from Palm Beach International Airport, where you are looking at Air Force One about to land with President Donald Trump. He's going to have a two-day summit meeting here with Chinese President Xi Jinping, who landed an hour or so ago at the same airport. And our Facebook followers probably were undoubtedly watching Joe Forzano's coverage of that.
Is this thing on, Jennifer?
I'm Palm Beach Post staff writer George Bennett, and videographer extraordinaire Thomas Cordy is with me as you see Air Force One coming in. Coming out of the east. Last couple of landings have been from the west. He's kind of mixing it up today. And he's wheels down. You might have heard a big cheer over there from the left. There's about 100 or so Trump supporters that are on hand. They're either Trump supporters or fans of that pilot and just appreciated that landing into a 16-mile-an-hour wind out of the southwest. Another grade A landing for Air Force One. So you may see across the runway, we'll see if Thomas Cordy can pick that up. That is Chinese President Xi Jinping's plane that landed a little before 1 o'clock, or a little after 1 o'clock today. Are you able to get that in the shot there? Yes, there it is. So he landed earlier and was greeted by Secretary of State Rex Tillerson here at Palm Beach International Airport. So President Trump has just landed. He will be going to Mar-a-Lago. President Xi has headed down to the O Palm Beach Resort and Spa in Manalapan. They will be meeting for dinner tonight at Mar-a-Lago, and meetings this evening and most of the day tomorrow. So you just want to park your browser at mypalmbeachpost.com and postonpolitics.com, and of course here on the Palm Beach Post Facebook page for coverage of the historic Superpower Summit in Palm Beach. Once again, I'm Palm Beach Post staff writer George Bennett. Your videographer today is Thomas Cordy. And completing our team tarmac coverage today is still photographer Rich Graulich. And you will want to see his work on mypalmbeachpost.com later today. Getting another look at that President Xi's jet from China over there on the kind of north side of the airport property, just to the west of the main terminal. We're over on the south side, which is where Air Force One traditionally taxis in. As I mentioned earlier, and as you may have heard in the video, there's probably 100 or so, maybe some more, Trump supporters that are here. They usually come out here for just about every one of his landings. This is his 6th trip to Palm Beach County since he became president. He's scheduled to do, and there you see the plane taxiing into view now. He has come down 5 other times for weekend stays since he's been president. This time it's scheduled to be 4-day stay. He's a summit meeting with President Xi today and tomorrow, and then Saturday and Sunday at Mar-a-Lago, returning to Washington on Sunday. If the past is any guide, there might be some golf on the weekend, but we can probably assume there will not be golf with President Xi. He's known as a very anti-golf leader in the communist tradition of Chairman Mao in China.
There is, Felicia, Tiffany. In fact,
so the summit will either be going incredibly well or incredibly poorly if the two of them go out and play golf.
The president landed here at 2:52. I had him at 2:51:30. An exact 2-hour.
There you see Air Force One taxiing in.
The nation's capital. But now Air Force One taxiing around. I believe the First Lady.
For those of you who've seen our previous Facebook Live coverage of these arrivals, you know it's always some suspense about whether the president, when he gets off the plane, is going to go over to his supporters and shake a few hands. He's done that several times. A few times he hasn't. It's also always interesting to see who's on the plane with him. We believe First Lady Melania Trump is with him today. It's the kind of thing that keeps people watching a large airplane taxiing at Palm Beach International Airport, because you really don't know what's going to happen. And now you're getting a look at Air Force One coming into place. If you just joined us, President Donald Trump has just landed at Palm Beach International Airport for his 6th visit to Palm Beach since becoming president. And he was, about an hour and a half ago maybe, the Chinese President Xi Jinping also landed at PBIA. And the two world leaders will be meeting at Mar-a-Lago tonight and tomorrow. The economic superpower, the United States of America, and the emerging superpower, China. You may recall President Trump had a lot of critical things to say about the Chinese as a presidential candidate, about their trade policies. That'll undoubtedly be a topic during this summit. So will North Korea and its nuclear ambitions. The United States, President Trump, and like other United States leaders, has tried to get China to play more of a role in reining in North Korea's nuclear ambitions. You can bet that'll come up. Some of China's territorial claims and activities in the South China Sea, that could come up as well. And now you're seeing the staircase moving into place. And if for any reason that the truck bringing that staircase should falter or be unprepared to fulfill its obligations, there is another truck with another staircase here, just in case. We're going with a redundant staircase arrival. This one seems to be doing the job fine. We see the Beast-style limousine, one of them pulling into place. There's always two beasts that are here. None of that informal SUV stuff. This is looking like some pretty serious summitry is going to take place if he's busting out the beast for this trip. We're only moments away from President Donald Trump leaving Air Force One. If you're just joining us, this is Team Tarmac coverage from the Palm Beach Post of President Trump's arrival at Palm Beach International Airport in West Palm Beach, ahead of his summit meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping at Mar-a-Lago. Visit number 6 as president to Palm Beach in just under 11 weeks as president. If you're just tuning in, you missed a flawless landing out of the east into a 16-mile-an-hour wind out of the southwest. Out of camera range, I just saw Presidential Advisor Stephen Miller getting off the plane. And there's President Donald Trump. And there's First Lady Melania Trump at the top of the stairs giving a wave. Perhaps you can hear the crowd over to our left. A lot of cheers for the President and First Lady as they descend the staircase from Air Force One. Big cheers from that crowd over there. Get the wave, the fist bump, and the thumbs up from the President right there. The trifecta. And it looks like they are. No, it looks like he's getting straight into the limousine. First Lady gets in, President's in. Kind of a head fake there. I thought maybe he was going to go over. Now, and now you see also coming down the stairs Ivanka Trump and her children, President's grandchildren, also descending the stairs. Ivanka Trump's husband is Jared Kushner, a key advisor to the president. And it looks like Ivanka is going to be getting into one of the SUVs. And there you also see the guy carrying the nuclear codes, AKA the football. So President Donald Trump is here on the ground in West Palm Beach, a few hours away from his first ever meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping, who landed earlier this afternoon and was headed to the Palm Beach Resort and Spa in Manalapan, about 7 miles south of Mar-a-Lago. They are scheduled to meet for a dinner at Mar-a-Lago this evening. Some high-level meetings today and tomorrow. We'll have full coverage at mypalmbeachpost.com, also the postonpolitics.com blog. And the president's limo has begun to move. And that gets a cheer. These people appreciate a good landing and precision driving. You got to hand that to them. They're cheering the exit of the motorcade. President Donald Trump, he's in that second beast now, turning clockwise, heading. It's just a few minute drive. There's the scary black truck, part of every motorcade. Just a few minutes drive to Mar-a-Lago and some final preparations for his summit with Chinese President Xi Jinping. These images you're seeing brought to you by videographer Thomas Cordy. Thomas has been working completely off the tripod today. Sometimes he goes on the shoulder if the need arises. It's versatile. Like everyone at the Palm Beach Post, he's willing to do whatever it takes to bring you the story. And now you see some of the ancillary vehicles. So once again, I'm Palm Beach Post staff writer George Bennett. Your images have been brought to you by Thomas Cordy. The motorcade is rolling out. Our work is nearly done here, but you'll just want to go straight to mypalmbeachpost.com and postonpolitics.com blog for continuous coverage.